Ask anyone why Python is called Python, and they picture a snake. Coiled, scaly, dangerous. The logo has two snakes wrapped around each other, so it must be true, right? Wrong. The name has nothing to do with reptiles. The real story starts in a quiet office in Amsterdam, during a Christmas break, with a bored programmer and a British comedy show. It is December 1989. A Dutch programmer named Guido van Rossum works at a research center in Amsterdam called CWI. The office closes for the holidays. 2 whole weeks with nothing to do. Most people would relax. Guido decides to write a brand new programming language, just to keep himself busy. A hobby project. Nothing serious. Guido is not starting from nothing. Years earlier, he helped build a teaching language called ABC. It was elegant. It was readable. And it failed. It could not talk to the operating system, could not be extended, and nobody adopted it. That failure haunts him. He wants to keep everything ABC got right, and fix everything it got wrong. So the language takes shape on his home computer. An interpreter. A syntax where indentation actually matters. But every project needs a name, and Guido wants something specific. Short. A little mysterious. Slightly irreverent. Serious languages had serious names, like Fortran and Pascal, named after math and mathematicians. Guido is in a different mood entirely. Here is the twist. While building his language, Guido is reading the published scripts of Monty Python's Flying Circus. The absurd British sketch comedy show. Dead parrots. Silly walks. The Spanish Inquisition that nobody expects. He is a huge fan. He looks at his nameless hobby project, looks at the book on his desk, and thinks, that will do. Python. Named after comedians, not a snake. In February 1991, Guido posts Python to the internet for anyone to use. And almost immediately, the misunderstanding begins. People see the name and think snake. Book publishers put serpents on the covers. The eventual logo becomes 2 stylized snakes. Guido never fights it very hard. The joke is hiding in plain sight, and only the fans notice. But the comedy never left the language. Where other tutorials use placeholder names like foo and bar, Python documentation uses spam and eggs, straight from a Monty Python sketch about a cafe that serves spam with everything. The built-in editor is called idle, a wink at Python member Eric Idle. The culture of the language stays playful, because it was born playful. Fast forward 3 decades. That Christmas hobby project now runs machine learning at Google, data science in every lab, and the code behind Instagram and Netflix. Python sits at or near the top of every popularity ranking on the planet. NASA uses it. Kids learn it as their first language. All of it traces back to 2 bored weeks and a comedy script. So here is the takeaway. Python was never named for power or fear or speed. It was named for laughter. And that choice shaped everything, a community that values readability, friendliness, and fun. The next time someone tells you the snake language runs the world, you can smile. You know the truth. It was never a snake. It was a joke that got wonderfully out of hand.